You are listening to the Lichatchila River Podcast.
מי מחזיק את האמת ביד ומי מחליט שהוא רק הנכון והצודק? מי נתן לנו את הבחירה לחיות ולהיות בצד שמחפש אמת? אני לא מחפש יותר, מתחיל מהסוף השער כבר הסתדר. כל אדם יכול להיות חופשי! אתה תמיד כאן.
Welcome to another episode of the Lichatchila River Podcast. L'chaim. It's a big honor to have special guest tonight, Barak Grossberg, Hasid, rock star.
Yeah, kind of.
So how are you, Barak?
I'm good, ברוך השם, חודש אלול, בעיר קרנייץ, ברוקלין, ברבע, with concerts around tomorrow, this week also, next week I have 5 concerts.
Wow.
Then I'm back to Israel, to my wife, my children, not so there for 3 weeks, all this time of the tour. So ברוך השם.
Is it tour?
Yeah.
Which tour are you doing right now?
It's a little tour. I did also last year, Baruch Hashem, it was my first tour in America. Last year, this year, somehow just around New York. Like I played Manhattan, I played Catskills, I played Jersey, I have Queens, I have Long Island, I have Long Beach. But last year I did all around, like California, Florida, Texas, Colorado, Oklahoma. In all of this in New York and Jersey, just 2 weeks it was. But this time I'm more around than New York. Like 10 concerts in 2 weeks.
Wow, crazy.
Yeah,
Asigli Barak. So where did your rock and roll career start?
yeah. I think that it starts before the time I was born, because my father, his name is Shaul Grossberg. In the 70s, in the 80s, he was a big producer and, big personality in the rock scene of Tel Aviv. He produced lots of concerts, and, he managed musicians, very famous in Israel from the rock scene. If you heard about Barry Sakharov, who sings a few songs at Sound Project. If you heard about Rami Fortis, the projects together with Barry. If you heard about Shalom Chanoch, very famous, who sang songs with Arik Einstein in the 70s. Ariel Zilber, who became a Hasid, Chabadnik, before he was Chabadnik in the 70s. He was the biggest singer in Israel for a few years in the 70s. So we worked with him also. And much more. Then he made lots of covers events, like Pink Floyd, or Zeppelin, or Beatles, or Jimi Hendrix, with cover bands that plays these songs. So
As a kid, so you would help your father out? You started playing? How did that evolve?
when I was 12, plus minus, I heard for the first time Jimi Hendrix playing, some video or something. Jimi Hendrix is the biggest guitar player until today.
Regular guitar or
No, electric.
electric guitar?
You know him?
Heard the name.
He's an Afro-American guitar player. He was born in Seattle, but his main career was in London in the middle of the 60s. He became a big rock star. He died when he was 27. You know the 27 Club? You heard about it? There is maybe 5 rock stars that died at this age. Jimi Hendrix, Jim Morrison from the Doors. Never mind, some people also Kurt Cobain from Nirvana. So that's if you're a rock star and you live after 27 age, you will live a long time. So I saw Jimi Hendrix playing, and I felt like it's something that I want to do in myself also. When I asked my father, you can bring me a teacher that will learn me to play this style of music. He said, yeah, for sure.
What did your father play? Which music did your father play?
He's not a musician himself, he's a producer.
Ah,
By the way, he's a lawyer. עורך דין.
Lawyer?
Lawyer, yeah. He's a lawyer. And the music was, like a lot of orbit is the right thing to say, but is second, day job.
Right.
So he sent me, for sure, and he sent me to some teacher. It's called Shlomo Mizrahi. He's very famous in Israel, and he calls the Israeli Jimi Hendrix. And so
He was religious?
no, he lives in center of Tel Aviv. The music scene of Tel Aviv, not religious at all, not connected to religion. Also, I didn't say it, but I came from not religious house family at all. Tel Aviv, center of Tel Aviv, all the people that don't like Judaism so much. So that's where I came from. Baruch Hashem. And so I began to play when I was 12, and I had a band like when I was 13, בר מצווה. איך עושה את זה? 13 English? 13, yeah. We had a band, and we performed in the party of the finished, when I finished not the high school,
High school?
no, before high school.
You finished elementary, you graduated.
Yeah, so we had a band, and we played some songs in the parties, and then I began to learn in high school. It's called Ironi Aleph. It's in Tel Aviv, and it's arts. It's a school of arts. Lots of musicians, actors, and things like this. Very famous in Israel. Learned the same school of me. I have few people in my class that in Israel very famous. So in the high school, I had a more serious band. I met some musicians. One plays bass, one plays drums. All of us came from the same school, and we began to perform like when I was 15 or something in big places with my father connections. Maybe some of my listeners know Barbie in Tel Aviv, Chavta in Tel Aviv. It's like 500 people, 700 people. So I did lots of open acts for big musicians. Barak Grossberg, for example, I played open act for him when I was just 15 in Tel Aviv. And lots of bands, one band called Rock 4, very famous in Israel. So I played before of them, some big concert. And I was really into it. I had a long hair. And all my life was just music, rock music. And maybe when I finished high school, when I was 18, I had a few bands in Tel Aviv. There is a big scene of music, rock bands and indie bands, and play musical, very how we say, hipster.
Yeah.
That kind of music, and I was really involved in it. Lots of concerts, and my friends, had a few bands, and every night, or I played, or go to other friends' concerts. I was really involved of the pubs, the clubs, and everything.
So what was like your life dream to become a biggest rock star?
I had a band, we played the rock music, rock songs. We did the album, we had concerts all Israel. Some of our songs, it was in the radio, the main stations. There is in Israel a few festivals, rock festivals, where we played on these festivals. And I think the dream was to do it worldwide, because in Israel, the rock scene is little. If you take Eyal Golan or even Ish Ribo, the potential that they have in the crowd in Israel is bigger than the rock, the rock listeners. So the real dream was to do it, out of Israel, like what I'm doing now, but with non-religious, levushim or music. That was the dream, and I thought to move to London when I was 20.
That's where the other guy lives? Is that where?
No, because
Jimi Hendrix?
Beatles, Pink Floyd, the Zeppelin, they all came from London or Liverpool. Until today, the big rock scene is over there, or maybe California, or, or these kind of places. But London is the main place.
At that point, were you like against religion, or just didn't care about it, didn't know
Me
about it?
myself was not against because I'm not. It's not my personality. I'm not against nothing. But the company where I belong, yeah, until today, very against. Don't want to hear about it. Then the Haredik is people as don't want to say lashon hara, but
The army, because of whatever.
because all
Always
around.
like-
Because, actually, it's because politica. The politica in Israel took the Judaism and bring it to very business, kind of life, like Ariel Deri, the politicians, the Haredi. So if you ask the regular Chiloni in Israel, person like, would tell all the Haredi, Ariel Deri, or this kind of people. So I think it's more because of politics,
Uh-huh.
unfortunately.
So when did you start to get involved with Chabad?
So in these years, like when I was 20 or something, I felt that something is wrong. What mess. I felt it, that it can be that I just came to this world just for Gashmiut. I understood it somehow because I was very deeply, personal. I was not like all my friends. I felt like I'm a little bit different, that I try to see and to understand more deeply things. All the
Mission, purpose, or
yeah. Maybe it's because some movies that I saw, some books that I read, try to understand, what's going on. And Judaism was not some option that I thought that in there I can find something spiritual or something. And I had a friend that we played together. He float to India for a while, and he back after a FA or something. And he told me, Barak, I went to temple, Buddhism temple. We did meditations, and we read books about the Buddha, and did a shul. You have to come and learn with me, to be with me at the same level. So it's okay, sounds good. I'm just now searching for something. Let's do it. And I was into Buddhism like maybe for a year or something, maybe a little bit less. Did the meditations, a book about it. Tried to be more spiritual. I had a long hair. My clothes was the same vibe. But at some point, I understood that it's not something that really changed me, because I felt that I need something that was not just chitzoni. I mean, you can practice, ruchaniut, but ruchaniut of chitzoni. That's what I felt. It's not really pnimiut. And then, I walked out of it I was out of it for a while. And one day I just heard from my window, center of Tel Aviv, a flute playing. I said, wow, it sounds good. I thought maybe, someone brought some famous band to Israel, Jethro Tull, if you know them, or the Giants. It's a rock band with the flute. So that was the music that I heard, rock music with flute, solos, and drums and everything. There is a big concert in some club or something. I have to go to see what's going on, and I, put some jacket and I walk in the street maybe 2 blocks, and I just found myself standing in the door of Bet Chabad. and I thought, what's for me and for this place? No connection. I don't want to hear about Judaism too much, or Haredi, it's not for me. But the concerts is for me, it sounds good. So let's get in. Yeah, get in and see who is playing this music. And I opened the door when I came in, and I saw Avi Piamenta with his band playing, all the rock tune with Hasidic together. But maybe 2 minutes after I came in, the concert is over. because it was 11 o'clock in the night, in Tel Aviv. If you do some concert or some פעילות of Jewish, Jewish art or something, if not clothing the music at the time, all the neighborhoods, they call the police, it's already you have to stop it. So it was, it's ending in the time. So I found myself standing inside Bet Chabad. The concert is over, so my first thing was, okay, I have to run away from here before someone, So that's what I did. I turned back and walk home. And then one of the Chabadikim there told me, hey, wait a minute, why you not stay? I said, the concert is over, no, what will be in 4 hours? It's done. I said, no, now just the event just begin. 11 o'clock. I said, okay, but there is more concerts, it's like festival or something, what's going on? I said, no, now the Farbrengen will begin. I said, what is Farbrengen? I never heard about it. What's going on there? I said, it's some Torah speaking. I said, okay, just no Torah speaking. Thanks for inviting me, but I need to go, it's not for me.
You didn't say that it's Sarbaisen?
Yeah, huh?
Hello, Marcia, you didn't say that there's food?
Wait, he said in the beginning, just Farbrengen. So when I walk out again, he said, wait. I said, what? There is also food. I said, okay, food I know. Food is better, and I was, little bit angry. He asked me to come in and to come in, and I saw one chair was empty in the table of the התוועדות. Ari Piamenta, he spoke a little bit, I said, okay, he's a musician, maybe I will enjoy speaking, but I didn't understand nothing. And I was sitting and eating. My main point, what I want to do is to eat fast and go. No speaking, no nothing. And I said, when I was sitting, there is a Chabadnik, sitting below behind the
Cross? Or
yeah, next to me. And he saw me, with the long hair, with the jeans, so let's see. As he asked me, what's your name? I said, Barak. So where you live? He said, two streets from here. And he asked me, what you do in your life? He was, with the capote, with the hat, long beard. And I told him, I'm doing music. And I thought, what do you want from me? And he asked me, which kind of music you like most? And I asked myself, what this guy has the connection with my music is Hasidic. He probably knows just our Fried or Hasidic music. I don't thought that he knows something about my music, but I told him the truth. I said, rock music. What did he tell me? Me too.
wow.
Yeah. So I thought myself, maybe that's the way that, the Hasidim Tshuva, try to... Okay, he asked me, what you play? I said, electric guitar. He said, who is your favorite guitar player? It was really, so it was a big surprise for me that this guy asked me this question. I thought he just, it's like a joke. But I tell you the truth, I said, Jimi Hendrix. He said, me too.
Wow.
Real story. And it was so surprising for me. I said to myself, I have to check it if it's true or not. And me and this Chabadnik guy began to speak 3 hours about Jimi Hendrix, which guitars, which concerts, albums, the little details that just the big fans knows about it. It's like, what's going on? How it can be? Because where I'm born, the company, so told me that me and the Hasidic has no connection,
right.
אין נקודה. And then I discovered that it's not just that there is connection, he even knows about Jimi Hendrix more than me. And we spoke, like Nibu said, שיחה מהלב, heart to heart. In Tel Aviv, it's kind of Manhattan. There is a big they don't say in English, nikur. You know what is nikur? Like, you know, you have lots of friends, parties, you know, business, but in the end of the day, you're alone.
Right. A lot of business, a lot of noise, a lot of people, but at the end of the day, it's very.
In the end of the
We
day,
can feel lonely because that's.
you know, you
in a certain,
know these people.
yeah.
If it's not something that if you know what is interest. If the other guy has no interest to speak with you, so he will not speak with you. But what with that Chabadnik guy, with that tremendous sports conversation, I felt that he speaks to me true from the heart. And then I walk out like 3 o'clock at night, 3 a.m., and I not begin to put a feeling on this point or eat kosher, but what happened that I felt home. It was the first point. And I think the Rebbe Lubavitch, all the reason that he sent so much, the shluchim, you know, big, you know, mifal shluchim, it's because he understood that if you bring Jews all around, even they're not religious at all, even they don't like Judaism, but if you can bring for them the feeling of home, after that point, the mitzvot and Torah will come because they will feel comfortable about it. But first of all, you have to bring them the feeling that you can be like who you are, feel at home. So that was the first, you know, מפגש ראשון. After a day, I made some, you know, counting about these dates, and I discovered that day was Yutet Kislev. So we know that Kislev it's Chag HaGeula, the Rebbe, Rosh Hashanah Hasidut, the earth of the year of the Hasidish, and we know that in the books, Hasidish book, it's wrote that what Farbrengen of Yutet Kislev can influence, all the angels together can do. So that's me.
Wow, live product, live.
Yeah, that's just the beginning. Yeah, the story begins, but that was the first one.
Okay.
Hi.
How old are you at that point? How old were you? Yeah, how old were you at that point?
20.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Fast. And what was the next? How did it evolve?
So it was Yutet Kislev. And after the days, in the same time, I mean, I came in for 5 minutes to this Chabad place, you know, just hanging around with few people, like what's up, and then going, no Torah, listening and so feeling, just, you know, just hanging around for a few minutes and going out for maybe 3 months. It was you know, the connection to this place. And then
Who's Rabbi, by the way?
it's combining.
I was a few like.
Yeah. The main shliach in Tel Aviv is Rabbi Gerlitzky, but that Chabad place, it's Baalei Tshuva Bet Chabad. The rabbi there is called Yuval.
Is that a yeshiva or it's like a?
No, there is a shiva in three streets of there.
Uh-huh.
It's the shiva there is called Chazon Eliyahu.
So the yeshiva, so the Chabad thing is different.
Yeah. That's more Chabad, Bet Chabad for you know, for people, for Metailim, kind of.
Uh-huh.
So at that Bet Chabad, it was a Purim party. It was Thursday night. I mean Thursday, you know, Purim, Thursday morning was Purim, and let's say Purim was Thursday night. And I had the concerts in Tel Aviv, you know, Florentine neighborhood. It's South Tel Aviv. I had a concert over there. I walk away. And I had a big concert with a few bands, and when I was walking the direction of there, I drove, and you know, I go to the Bet Chabad, and I hear the loud music. You know, I said I have to go in to see what's going on, and I came in and I saw, you know, rabbis makiim.
Throwing up.
Yeah, to each other. I saw burger flying away, you know, burgers, and dancing and big balagan. And I told myself, I like this spirit. And I was just standing in there for 5 minutes, and then one guy, not Chabad looking, he just came over me, and he asked me a few questions like, wow, what's your name, what's going on? And I, told him, and then he said something I never heard before. Told me, tomorrow you're coming for Shabbat. I asked him, where is Shabbat? Is it in the north, the south, which city? And he said, no. I said, I live in Ramat Aviv. It's one of the neighborhoods in North Tel Aviv. And I want you to come to sleep by me tomorrow. And I told myself, no, I don't know him. He wants me to sleep by you. It sounds very suspicious for me. And I had a long hair, I saw maybe he did a l'chaim, he want to meet some girl, he saw that.
Wants to what?
I mean, maybe he want to meet some girl, he saw me with the long hair after the l'chaim, before that I'm a woman. I thought something here is suspicious, and I told him, okay, thanks for inviting, but I don't think I'm gonna come. I need to go, let talk. He said, okay, give me your number. And I thought myself, this, I try to, don't know why, but I gave him my number. I actually don't know why. I gave him, and I walk out, and I had a concert, into the night, and I walk, and I was waking in 5 noon, try to begin the day, and then I got a phone calling, and I asked her, it's just like this, hey, where are you? I said, who is it? He said, you don't remember, you promised that you coming for Shabbat. I said, no, I can't remember you. He said, you don't remember yesterday in the Bet Chabad. And then I began to remember. I said to myself, oh, this guy, what I'm doing with this? I don't want to come. I don't want to go. And I told him, listen, I really appreciate your השתדלות, but it's not for me. And he said, you have to come. We kept you a place. It's not just him, we. There's a group of people. We kept you a place. And I said, okay, I'm really sorry that I'm not coming. Bring the place to another guy, it's not for me. And he said, where you live? I said, I live there close to the Bet Chabad, the center of Tel Aviv. He said, okay, take a taxi, two ways, I'm paying about it, I will pay. I said to myself, who is this guy? Also taxis, and at that point of life, I was like, it was in the middle, of understanding what I'm gonna do in my life. I want to do music, or go to learn in university, or if I'm. So at that point, I was, in between. I said to myself, okay, maybe I should go and see what's going on. Why is so much, trying to bring me. I said, okay, you know what, I'm coming. Like this, no thinking too much. I said, okay, let's start this. Take a taxi. We'll see. And that's what I did. I did a taxi. I got a taxi and I landed in Ramat Aviv, the neighborhood of Ramat Aviv. And he told me that he lives in the second floor, some building. So I walked in there. And then I saw in my left, side, I saw some open that F open. Door a little bit open. I said, okay, maybe he's in the kitchen, he making some food, or he go to shower. Maybe just put it open for me. And I opened the door, and I saw Chabadnikim, 2 women, Chabad, Baal Geisha, 5 kids, You said the stairways, yeah. Smiling to me, and I said to myself, why? Falafalti, with these people, what's going on? I said, Shema Yisrael, we do it. That's it. My life is over. And I asked these guys, where Yaron lives, because the guy name was Yaron, where he lives. They said, Yaron lives in the second door. you know, that direction. I said to Hashem, thank you for saving me from these people. You know, הצלת אותי. And I walk out and I knock in your own door, and your own open the door. No bills, no 5 kids, more slowly going. And actually I found out that it was a Shabbat of מקורבים. What is Shabbat of מקורבים? In Ramat Aviv, there is a big yeshiva, בעלי תשובה yeshiva. The rabbi there is the Rabbi Yosef Ginsburg, maybe you heard about him. And this yeshiva, they did Shabbat that all the people that they invite is people that just for the first time in their life testing what is Shabbat, what is Kiddush, what is Kabbalat Shabbat, what is Sudat Shabbat. I never did it. No, for me Shabbat was a party, the big party for the week. And in your own apartment was, few people like me, first time coming, very chiloni. One of them was Galsham, Galsham. In the sea.
Surfing.
Yeah, one was the surfing guy, very, very famous. One of them was also a musician. So, bunch of people not religious at all. And also, this Yaron was looks like so religious. He was looking.
Just the back?
No. I mean, he had connection to
Right.
her, but himself, no. So ask this Yaron, what's your story, what's going on? You keep Shabbat, what's going on? He said, okay, this is your bed. You don't have to do nothing. You just be yourself. If you want to keep Shabbat, don't want to keep Shabbat, it's okay. For me, it's the same. Feels at home. But I ask him, okay, but let me know what I need to do. I want to respect you. I'm your guest and you're hosting me, so let me know. I said, okay, you see this some Aron, Megira.
Drawer, cabinets.
Yeah. He said, okay, put there your phone, your wallet. But if you feel it's too much house for you, I have no problem about it. You can open it and do what you want. It's okay. So that's what I did. I put it in there, and Shabbat is begin. נכנסה Shabbat, and we walked this bunch of people. We walked few streets, and we came for the yeshiva, for the zar of the yeshiva. So 100 people that singing together. Lecha dodi likat kala. They understood who's going to marry, which uncle. No, Doda של מי, I don't understand the lyrics, but the vibe was nice. Someone gave me a cedar for the first time, so I holding his הפוך.
Other paths was done.
Yeah, he said תהפוך, and then I asked someone, which page I need to read, and someone, said, in here, so I began to vermin, 7 ברכות, פדיון הבן, ברכת המזון, חנוכה, פורים, פסח, all around. And the tefillah was over, the Aravit was over, and we walked to this Yaron place, and he not take the right, he take the left, again to this Chabadnik place, where I was before. And we knocked in the door, and the door was open, and we saw a big table, Shulchan Aruch. Everything was, completely, looks like a wedding. Okay. We did Shalom Alechem, Shetchai, Motzi Lechem in Haaretz, and I just began to age, the Salatim, the Buchan, the Hummus, the Trina, the Sara Zaitim, Zait, באנגלית, Zaitim.
Olives?
Yeah, olive salad. The first time of my life, I ate olive salad. I think just Chabadnikim,
Yeshiva.
yeah, הם בראו את זה, בריאה של Chabadnikim. And it was really tasty, and I asked someone, what's going on with this food, this catering? They said, these two Chabadnikim, that hosting us, before they did a tshuva, and there was a chef.
Oh, really?
In famous restaurants, and now they have a catering. okay, if it's like this, I will come every week. So it, it was in this, סעודה, it was forbidden into the night, with הרבה משקה, and all these friends around, we spoke about music, about culture, about politics. We not spoke too much about, Torah speaking, maybe shortly, short speech about the Parashat Shavua, and Shabbat morning, there was the תפילה, העלו תפילת תורה. Baruch Hashem, after the tefillah, the learning was also with Va'adut, the rabbis around. And then Shabbat was over, and in these days, I was not keep Shabbat, and I was not put a tefillin or eat kosher. I was really out of it. I understood, clearly I understood that is the right thing for me, because that's what I look for. I look for real change in the pnimiut. Something that feels full, feels מלא. Not because משהו גשמי לדעתי, it's because it's real, רוחני.
So was it from seeing the rabbi, the host, seeing their happiness, or was yourself, like, just from seeing it, they lived in this, that was their house, that was their...
Sure, I saw it, sure.
That was their life.
Big happiness, big simcha, big ahava. Sure, it's something that I don't know for my world. My world was full of this depression, דיכאון, and full of תחרות, not real happiness. So yeah, for sure, I saw it big time. And that's something that I want to be part of him also. And I walk home and I, go to my parents and I told them, hey, I don't know where I'll be, now I'm going to keep Shabbat. And then I saw the light and they told me what's going on, where we've been, what to smoke, what to drink, which is there. Don't worry, we'll get you out of it. It's even in the best families will be okay. But and all my friends, the friends that I go with them, very, very, very חילונים, very, they vote for the Arabics. That's kind of people. So let's go, we need to go to hospital, to Shigena's hospital, take pillows. Your brainwashed, your situation is so bad, they try to take me off from it, but it's not work for them. I felt that this is just true. And for that point, I just try to, every Shabbat it comes to try to make, it was not from 0 to 100%, I mean, every Shabbat I try to be less with the computers, with the guitars, with the telephone. Maybe after half a year or a year, I don't have to say to 100% keep Shabbat, but I was in the direction of keep Shabbat. But from the other end, it was very hard for me to leave the friends that, the Chavura, which I go in, that Shabbat evening, Friday is the parties, the club, the pubs. So I did a combination between these both. I did Kabbalat Shabbat, make a Kiddush, keep Shabbat, for full. No phone, no wallet. But after that I ate some, Shabbat, I walk out to streets of Tel Aviv and I met a friend, around, and I sat on some pubs. Not bought drinks, just drink from them. And I was, together with them. No one knows that I keep Shabbat. I just sat with them, maybe for a year. This was my Shabbat, this combination. And Baruch Hashem, if some of our listeners are some, part of the that want to להתחזק, to make tshuva, they need to know that this is the right thing to do. If you do tshuva מהר, fast, so when you will have some ניסיון, So this Nisayon can take you back in the same volume that you did it. But if you do it, with the long time, very slowly, so when you will have the same Nisayon, same Nefila, so the Nefila will be Katan,
Right.
not Gadol. And from that Katan point, you can stand and walk again. Baruch Hashem. L'chaim Rab.
Time. Wow.
You have a question until in here, or do you want to hear the continue?
Sure, continue on. So, and this is, I think, a very important part, because here is like, where some people think you could live, why go all the way into Kedusha? You can always have, do a little learning and you have your fun. So what made you want to go all in? What made you want to go? I'll try to see also, let's go into that. Also, the whole time you still do your music, I'm assuming. These whole things still, right?
The band, with the albums and perform, and sorry that I'm saying it, but I had a girlfriend. I rent, some apartment in close to the beach in Tel Aviv. I had a very chilonic life, and not so bad, it was good. I mean, no issues with money or with friends, everything was all works. But we are Jews, and we have nefesh be'emit, nefesh elokit. And nefesh elokit, she sent you messages every time that something is wrong. Some of the people taking drugs or don't know what for stopping these feelings, but some other people try to understand why they feel like this. Jew can be just gashmiut, it's not working. Even if you be a millionaire or what, you feel something is a problem.
You felt a certain emptiness, you're saying? A certain emptiness that you felt there?
Emptiness is kind of, I don't know if it's the clearly meaning, but yeah, more like I think sadness is the main thing, because in Hasidic, in Avodat Hashem, you have lots of happiness, and maybe that's the thing that I saw in the first time, real happiness. I think maybe this was but it was true happiness, because I can go to some Indian company or something and see people are really happy, but in the Chabad I saw that it's a real thing. It's not just a joke, it's a real thing. Maybe that's the real point of it. That when you're just running up after Gashmiut, you can find happiness.
So when did you, what was the next step from there?
So actually the main step, the next step, was that it was some Shabbat. I got phone from my friend in Wednesday. He asked me, his name is Dor, his father is Ziv. His father is a famous musician also. He asked me to come in Friday night to his father home with garden. He told me that we're gonna be their big jam session. You know what is jam session?
Jam?
Like no jam, like musicians playing.
Jam, finally.
He said it's Friday night, my father doing his place jam session. You have to come, all the musicians will be the friends. And this guy Dor, he not knew that I'm keep Shabbat. So that now I can come, we have a doctor in this time. And he said, don't tell me a story, you have to come. And I said, okay, you know what? I know where you live, I will just be there. Don't call me, don't try to understand why. I know where you live, I will be there maybe 9 o'clock or something, we'll be there. Okay, so Shabbat is begins, I made the Kabbalat Shabbat, I made the Kiddush, I ate, some fish or something, and I walk out, and I just left in this father's house, 9 p.m. in the night into Shabbat. And I saw a big jam session, lots of musicians, drums, guitars, singers. No one knows that I'm keep Shabbat. I just think to myself, okay, I need to find some chair in here, speak with some friend, and hope that the evening will over and I will not play. That was my hoping. Okay, so that's what I did. 1 hour is left. It's over, and when I just think maybe now I will go, some of the friends ask me, Barak, why you're not playing? What's going on? Because usually you play a lot. I said, no, my hand, I have כואב לי היד. And I said, no, why, Barak, I'm trying to...
Cheer you on.
Yeah. And I will say some point from the Rebbe about this thing, that the Rebbe teaches us that Jew needs איך אומרים מעקה, like גדר.
The fence, the gates.
Yeah, gates. What the example? If you standing in the floor, not floor, in the roof of some big building, and there will not gate. I mean, market.
You have a fence.
Yeah. So you're not standing the בקצה. Because if you will stand there is an option that you will fail. If you will fail from this so big building, you will die. So that's about רוחניות. And if you know that you can go somewhere, in this space will be big ניסיון, בעוד עבודת השם, if it's שבת, או כושרים, או צניעות, או לשון הרע, או everything. So you're not going there, because this is your gate.
Right.
This place I'm not going, these friends I'm not going with them, this girl I'm not to meet with them. I'm out of it. But at that point I didn't know this, so I came to this place and I found myself that I need to לחלל Shabbat. Because the people are asking me to play. No one knows that I'm a Shabbat keeper. So if I was telling them, maybe it would work because it was funny. So I just found myself walking into the stage and ask Hashem in my heart that I'm sorry. I don't know how I get to this situation. It looks like I'm gonna, Chalel Shabbat. Then you can make some miracle for me, because me not have some solutions. And in the moment, it's a real story. In the moment that I get to the stage and try to take the guitar, it began big rain. Very big rain, מבול גדול. And in a second or 2 seconds, everyone around go to these cars, take the amps, the drums, the speakers to the cars.
Was it outside?
Yeah, it's in the garden, yeah. Everyone drove away, and I was standing, in the rain like this, and told Hashem, thank you for saving me. But why I'm telling this for you, it's also a miracle, but the main point is I understood that it's a true thing. Because when you try to begin to לחזור בתשובה, to make תשובה, so you have יצר הרע telling you, it's not true, your brain is washed, you go to the beach, go to לעשות עבירות, your friends around try to tell you, you get crazy, what's going on with you. So sometimes you believe it, maybe it's wrong. But at that point, I saw it, it's true. So at that point, I told myself, okay, Barak, this combination can't work anymore. Shabbat is Shabbat. You go to shul, daven, you make a seudah, kiddush, dinner, that's it. Shabbat morning, you go to shul again, you make again seudah, and that's it. No pubs, clubs, jamming. It was the החלטה טובה. I think that from that point, עבודת השם began to be more seriously. To the feeling, koshering, few years after, I was, for one end there was the keep Shabbat, pray to eat, davening 3 times a day, eat the kosher, good kosher, learning some Hasidus and some Torah. But at the other end, there was, with the long hair, with this girlfriend, I worked in the guitar stores in central Tel Aviv. I had a band, we did concerts.
Same music, same style of music.
Yeah, not tzanua, everything was the same. Some Chabadnik guy that I knew, rabbi, he gave me title. Title was המקורב הנצחי.
Which means?
המקורב הנצחי, like, I don't say in English, but someone who became מקורב, and he can move from that point. I mean, he's stuck in this place of מקורב. Even he knows, he understood the Rebbe, there is Shem, need to continue this, beginning, but he's stuck in the same place for 5 years or something. Chaim. So it was Akel, 8 years ago, Akel here. And this rabbi told me, okay, maybe your solution is go fly to the rabbi, to Brooklyn, to Paris, to 770. Maybe in there, something will move. And it was a in there, he said, כהחלטה טובה, what rabbi, what New York, what transformative. Take it. Okay, I'm taking it. I'm flying this year to 770. take the החלטה טובה. And Chaim, you have a question?
One track. So it's like that's you're comfortable. That space you're comfortable at that point.
Yeah. Not so the problem in the. I mean, it's a big problem because it was a lot of error, but
Were you losing money? I'm saying you weren't doing Shabbos. Like, do you feel like you're losing money or like?
I had some suggestion about concert that I not took with my band. They not show me Shabbat, so there was angry about me, but
Eric was still.
No, Shabbat I knew that it's the truth and I need to keep and not dealing with it. But in the whole week, no.
The music you felt was like a kosher music. Like, what was your mindset?
No, because I was not into it so much. I had a long hair, I not keep by the same days, just in the shul or something. I was in the middle.
Right.
Yeah. And then I took this החלטה טובה to go to 770, I get in, the music, the job, the demand for continue, and then it's relevant for nowadays. I found myself in the beginning of חודש אלול. I took החלטה טובה. Okay, so it's a long story how it happened that I got a visa, because nowadays we not need a visa anymore. You need to do Easter, it's something different and very simple, but 8 years ago you need to, if you're Israeli, you don't have, American אזרחות.
Citizenship.
ID. Yeah.
Citizenship.
So you have to get a visa. So it's long story how I got it. Funny story by the way. And then I got the visa and then I came to my mother. Asked her if you can bring me some money. I'm flying to America. Asked me what you gonna do in America, what's going on? I said, I'm flying to the Rabbi in Lubavitch. Yes, Rabbi Lubavitch? I said, yeah. I said, okay, I'm coming with you. Chaim.
Wow. At that point, they were already like told.
No.
They didn't know. They weren't really like sense.
No, not something was something. No, not so much. And I asked him, what's the story? What's the point? He thought, this is the story. When I was younger, in the 70s, after the army, we did, me and my friends, we did journey to Amsterdam, to Holland. And we had a big accident, car with the bus together in. and I broke my ברכיים, ברך.
The hips, the legs, the
Not the legs, the ברך, in the middle.
thigh.
Okay, I broke the legs like in big accident. The doctor said that I need to change to להחליף the legs and I will not walk again maybe. Very bad news. And they called my grandmother, סבתא, and they told her the bad news. My grandmother, עליה שלום, he just heard in these days about the rabbi, 76. And he sent, message, מכתב, to the rabbi, with all the details, my name, my mother name, my grandmother name. And he sent it. And after 2 days, he got a phone call from Rabbi Groner, my grandmother. And Rabbi Groner tell her, I'm standing here with the rabbi. And the rabbi sending a message that everything will be okay. You don't need nothing to worry about. But my grandmother is wasn't a Chabadnik, it was so he said, okay, thanks for your wishing, for your bracha. But, and then we called to this hospital in Amsterdam. And the doctor told her that there is change in the situation. We will not need surgery anymore. Surgery is brutal, and maybe in 2 weeks from now she will walk again. Wow! And Baruch Hashem, these legs until today are walking. These legs that will need to change. And when my mother heard this, that I want to fly to Karmets to 770 with the Rebbe, so he just got a number. He said, okay, I'm coming with you. And I also got a visa. And it's a long story, but me and my mother land for the first time at the Crown Heights in Erev Chai Elul. Chai Elul, I don't know if it was a cheaper ticket somehow. Just land in the door, same Erev Chai Elul. 8 years ago, my mother walked to the Zat Hashim and I walked to the basement of the shul. And I saw, lots of Hasidic people. I said, what's going on? It's America of Bnei Brak. It's surprising for me that all this kind of bunch of Hasidic people together. And I saw the stage of the Rebbe, the chair, trying to, to see if I recognize something. And I was, and at some point, I הסתכלתי to the left, right, and then I saw Farbergen, some area, and who was the rabbi of the Farbergen, who התפעל, this חיים Farbergen? אבי קלמנטה.
Wow, באמת?
Yeah, true story. The same Avi Clementa for the first time for Yudet Kislev with his flute. It was Yudet Kislev, and now it's Chayalul, the יום הולדת of the other area. So we was in there, and he saw me, and he screamed to all 770, Barak, what are you doing in here? Everyone looked at me. I was the long hair, so I anyway looks, yeah. So everyone looked about me and said, come here, come sit with us. And I said, in front of him, he said, it's Barak, I know his father, he's a musician. Oh, wow. It's like, so in 1 minute, all the Bachurim, all the people in the same set knows who I am, what's my story. And they all ask me, you can come to me, you can sleep by me, you can shower with me, you can take the car, just come, want to לקרב אותך. And also my mother, בסת נשים, the same story, פלוס מינוס, my mother is good with people, היא התערבבה שם גם. And it just was 1 week that time, first time, and that 1 week was so crazy. I mean, never happened again. I mean, now I'm 770, I was Chatan, 2 months in 770, Tishreis, but this feeling of the first time never, back. Something crazy, lots of השגחות פרטיות, lots of, little details that was מדויק. And after a few days, when I met some psoim, some bachurim in Manhattan, reggae and stuff around. I understood that this is what I need to do. This is what I want to be real Chabadnik.
This is where it's,
Yeah.
this is where it's at.
And I walked to the Primo store and I bought hat and khalifa with the long hair, with jeans, but clothes and jacket and hat. And I walk around, like combining Hasidic with hippie together. And then in the last day of the week, I just met someone that I know from Tel Aviv, Chabadnik, and he asked me, tell me, Barak, when you go back to Israel, Tel Aviv, you will walk with this lebushim also? I said, no. He asked, why not? I said, I know all Tel Aviv, all the people in Tel Aviv, I don't want to argue with them, it's not my style. So maybe Shabbat I will put it. And then he asked me, let's go and let's מאמר of the Rebbe, how the חיצוניות influenced the פנימיות. And we walk in, it's in 70, and we learn this מאמר for half an hour. And I said, okay, listen, it's a beautiful מאמר, but the opinion about it can change. I said, okay, let me tell you a mashal, a story. You go in Tel Aviv, for example, in King George Street or Allenby or Dizengoff, the main streets in Tel Aviv, you're walking in the street with this lebushim, with the hat and khalifa, jacket. And then some of your friends that you know from school or something is sitting in bus that that driving beside of you. You're not meeting him. Maybe you will not meet him again, never. And he can see you. And maybe in the first thinking, he will follow himself. What happened to Barak? What's going on? He's crazy. To go to hospital, Michiganers. What's going on? But second thinking, because he knows me, but he knows that I'm a good guy, from the same place that he came from, he can tell himself, maybe if he looks like this, maybe I need to check it about myself also. And then what I understood, that your חיצוניות can influence the other people פנימיות. You not the point, אתה לא הנקודה, אתה רק השליח. People around you can get החלטות טובות או להתחזק because of how you look like. For that point, I never take it off. So I came back to Israel, and after a few days, I left the job, I left this girlfriend, I left the apartment in the beach, close to the beach, all the dream, and I go to yeshiva, Ramat Aviv yeshiva, to learn Torah with long hair and all the lebushim.
And the music, what was the music like at that point?
I think in that point also, this band is broke,
Did you feel you need to sacrifice your music? Did you think that you got religious? Did I forget the music? Was that like what you were thinking, or you knew that?
No, I knew that I can make a shlichus with it. And for the first years, by the way, when I became also when I was get married, התחתנתי, for the first year, I continued to play hard rock music, metal music, with some, maybe Hasidic lyrics. Not Hasidic, but maybe בעלי תשובה lyrics. I mean, the music is not changed in the beginning. Years after even after a few years. Nowadays, maybe from the Corona time, I changed the style more soft, more easygoing, because I understood that my new crowd, the Orthodox people, they know nothing about hard rock. If I want to continue to make music and that will be my job, and to perform and make events, and it's hard. We need to make music that will be more easy for that crowd. And now I have, like more Ish Haribo songs, and I have a few versions of Chabad Nigun. I have a new version with Simcha Friedman, called the 770 Nigun, with a massive clip that we go through all the 770 building around Israel, like electronic beats, sound of the Nigun, with the guitar solos, and then a year ago I did version of Tzama Tzama with Ariel Silver, that is a very famous singer in Israel, also Baal Tshuva. And I have famous songs, that original songs that Baruch Hashem, because it's changing, they got a lot of, sports in the radio, also the Chilonic radio, like Galatz, and the T radio, like Kol Barama, Kol Chai. And also, in the social media, also Baruch Hashem, lots of reviews on YouTube and my Spotify.
Well, 1 million views.
Yeah, more than.
Check it out, the song of
Yeah, never too late.
Yeah.
לא מאוחר.
Right.
So that's my big hit. But when I was walking in the yeshiva, at that point, I was with a long hair, and I also not left so much my work. Took 2 years until, I came from Tishrei with the long hair. And then after 2 years, I met one day, the Shiva, Ramat Shiva Rabbi Yossi Ginsburg, and he told me, Barak, you have to get your hair off today. I said, I can do it. Today, I said, okay, let's do it. I had the long hair for much years, הרבה שנים. And then he called some sapar.
Barber.
Yeah, barber. But in the end, the barber not doing anything. Rabbi Yossi himself cut my hair. And I found out myself, with no long hair anymore. And Baruch Hashem, after 2 months, I was Khatan.
Right.
So that, hair that cut off. So it was some point that for being off, even that I was in yeshiva, but from a Korab to someone who goes into it
All the way.
full, yeah. Baruch Hashem, I met my wife in something that I came somehow, I don't know the Khatan so much, but somehow I came into there, and this was Khatan was not so religious. So in the beginning of the Khatuna was Chitza, and his friends was not dancing with him, so I just danced with him alone, but I don't know him. Just know the Kala, and the Kala was Chabadnikit, and then the Chabad house. So I was really bolet. I was bolet.
Signat.
Yeah, at that point. And after a week, the Kala, that Khatuna, she told me that she has a Chavera from the Midrasha, called Pnimiut, Midrashat Pnimiut. It's also in Ramat Aviv. Very holy, from Haredi Bayit. Not Chabad original, but Haredic, Sfaradic. And מאוד שמורה, מאוד צנועה. Lots of Bachurim want to date with her. Usually he said no, but he saw you and he want to date with you. Yeah, it's סיפור מעניין. And then we met for a few times, and then, Baruch Hashem, actually I will tell something for, לסיום, that it was a big challenge for me to get married with her. Because me and her, we're coming from different worlds. I mean, I'm Ashkenazi, Chiloni, and she's Sfaradic, Haredic. Her parents live in Be'er Sheva, in the south. I'm from Tel Aviv. It's ממש שונה. 2 other mentalities. And I don't know to do it, not to do it, what my parents will say. It was complicated. And we decided to write a letter and put in the God Kodesh. That's what we did. I wrote together there, and we choose one book from the library for God Kodesh, we took one book, put the letter, we opened the book, and Rebbe said, מזל טוב, לא היה שידוכים, עם בת גילו.
What's the same age or?
Yeah, that's what the Rebbe usually, the answer of the Rebbe for שידוכים, for success, דווקא ברגע שידוכים. So, okay.
So I gave you the.
Yeah.
I'm sure you already knew before.
It was the
Like a patish.
and Baruch Hashem, we did it somehow. And we, Baruch Hashem, get married in Yudalet Kislev, the day of the Rebbe. Kfar Chabad, Aleph, the Chuppah was 770 in Kfar Chabad. Like wrote in the books. We have 3 kids, 3 boys. Sure. And no, for maybe a few years after I got married, it's almost 7 years ago. Baruch Hashem, my career was beginning to be very successful. I had lots of concerts in Israel.
So in the beginning, was it hard though?
Yeah. More, yeah.
Do you think that like it was hard because you're saying was it still rock and roll or was it?
Yeah.
Or was it creative music in the beginning?
It's the beginning,
Did you feel like you're not known enough and you're not like which crowd are you trying to go to? Like you can't just go to any bar.
ברוך השם היה לי הרבה השלכות פרטיות. One day some girl met me, I mean, the same place, and he asked me if I'm בעל תשובה. I said, yeah. And he said, I'm working for הידברות website and, and channel. We're looking for someone who has an amazing story with Rabbi Fanger. And maybe you can be the story of the opening of this, this new סדרה חדשה. And I said, okay. And I sent some messenger with my details. And he called me after a few hours and said, listen, Rabbi Fanger chose you.
Wow.
And tomorrow you can do it, you can film it. And so that's it begins, it would they make big תוכנית, program about me, and it's begin to
develop.
Channel 14, channel 12, 13, channel what, tell my story, make some songs. It's together we did it, and I changed my music more softly, more easygoing, so all together. So Baruch Hashem, we have an amazing program that works a lot at Chabad houses in Israel, Baruch Hashem הרבה, וגם באמריקה, Baruch Hashem, in this last year הרבה. This is my third touring around. Baruch Hashem, I played all around, like Texas, Florida, California, Oklahoma, Colorado, New Jersey. בעזרת השם, this Sukkot, I'm back to Israel and then back to US to US again. I had a big concert by Chabad of Los Angeles, California, the Valley. בעזרת השם, the big שמחה בית השואבה. ברוך השם, and I have a concert I played with all the famous singers in Israel, with Isha Yarim, with Araf Fried, with Akiva, with Shuliran.
Also not religious ones?
Yeah, but
Still the same? Right now you still play with the ones that are not religious?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, sometimes. So I'm making a lot of things. I have Baruch Hashem, very successful clips and music. And there is a statement that if you משקיע במשהו, so it will יצליח. ברוך השם משקיעים הרבה מאוד, גם כסף, גם מחשבה, גם רצון. וברוך השם, השם מסייע, השם עוזר. ברוך השם, חיים לחיים.
Wow, that's crazy. What do I want to ask?
Even, Ynet?
Why not?
Ynet is the big Chiloni, site in Israel. Even them make a video article about me.
Oh, yeah?
5 minutes that, they publish it in this channel of the YouTube, in the Facebook page, Instagram page. Maybe got, 5,000 views. No, 500,000.
100.
Yeah. But it was the week before October 7th. So just 1 week it was in the air, and after it, no one can work
Right.
about nothing. And Baruch Hashem, maybe it's something that we need to because we close it, we get close to September, to October 7. It's in three weeks from now. So Baruch Hashem, I did a clip with the Nova survivor. He's my friend, his name is Yaakov Blinik. I know him from Tel Aviv before. And Baruch Hashem, he and some of his friends that survives from the terrorism in this festival. And I wrote a song about this point of, after this terrible thing, how we can continue to believe in Hashem. To be
That's
great.
amazing.
Yeah, that's Tamid can, you know it.
That's amazing.
Okay, it's actually it's a happy song because if you take a few songs that get very famous in Israel because of the war, like תן לי תפילה of Shmuel, or לצאת מדיכאון, like גם בשעות החשוכות.
Right.
And these few songs, all of them is sad
Right.
songs. So I wrote the happy songs, but the meaning is to believe in Hashem, even what happened. And I asked this friend, this Yaakov, if he want to make the clip together. He say, yeah. And we did amazing clip with AI technology. That in the clip you can see he's walking like in the hostages square in Tel Aviv. Then the AI technology, you saw him dancing in the festival. You saw it.
That's invisible?
Yeah. I mean, the AI changed the situation.
Right.
In Baruch Hashem, this clip was very מאוד הצליח. All the channels calls me to interview about it. Baruch Hashem, it has more than a 250,000 views just in 3 months. Baruch Hashem, Spotify, it works good also. Baruch Hashem. And I think that B'ezrat Hashem, in a few months, I will B'ezrat Hashem release an album that this song and the other song will views. And more songs that are working on it will be together in this album. B'ezrat Hashem.
Wow, amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
So how do you view your shlichus? What's your, which stories or which feedback do you feel like that is like what you're investing in?
Yeah.
What,
I tell you a story. I played last year by sitting at LA, Pico. Very Chilonim crowd, boys that learned in Beverly Hills School, high school. And the shliach over there, making some parties for them. So he invited me for Chodesh also, and I told my story. We played songs together, we danced. And after the concert, one of the boys came to this rabbi and told him, because his concert and story, I'm going to keep Shabbat.
wow.
Yeah. And the Baruch Hashem, עוד lots of סיפורים, stories. It's big shluchos, music, it's the only, language that everyone speaks. And if you make a good music with a good vibe and you try to inspire and to influence about people, about how works Hashem is so good, so making good, feeling, and it's the right choosing for life. So people they change, they get of it something. So it can also happen in the concert. It can happen with people watching the videos, the clips. It's happened. They read the article about me in some paper, or start my interview channels. So the whole package. Baruch Hashem, lots of people מתחזקים because of my פעילות, משליחס, ברוך השם. I asked Hashem to continue to do it. He will send the money and all that what we need, because making music, clips, it's costs a lot of money, בכסף. So, B'ezrat Hashem, because we're doing what Hashem wants from us, so we know that Hashem will do what we want from Him.
Wow.
Chaim.
That's amazing. I think it's universal. It's not just you can listen. It's like from people, not from people. It's a nice.
By the way, I did some concert in Tel Aviv. I took a club, famous club in Tel Aviv, and I put a meuchar in the middle.
Oh really?
Yeah, I rent a meuchar and put it in the middle. People are coming. So not all of them sitting, the meuchar. Some of them sitting, מאחורה, together. But the more religious people that come in because they're famous in Chabad, split. So, it's also a shlichut that you make concerts for everyone, but to still keep about halacha. In that concert, Raffi, Raffi?
Oh, you were a guest.
Yeah, איש הלפידות.
You hosted them, I'm saying.
Yeah, איש הלפידות, אדירן, if you know me, שוק סלומון, famous singers. Because I'm doing this kind of thing, like also in Tel Aviv, but in Efrada, I said, okay, I'm coming. No one, nothing. I want to be part of your shlichus. Amiran Dvir, if you know him. Lots of singers.
It's also a good lot of simcha. It's I think a lot of young people like it. It's a nice.
Yeah. Chaim.
Also, if you can the good in someone, all these the good in a lot of times all you have is the background of the.
Yeah. Drama,
bass. No, I'm saying. Listen to Mechayach, a lot of times you have these pots and pans backgrounds.
Yeah.
So you hear this electric guitar. It's a nice.
Yeah, I think that maybe it will be our point for the end. Yeah, I'm doing Chabad nigons with the electric guitar, with the band, drummer, bass player, keyboards. And it's makes it something that every Jew, even if Chiloni, can hear it and say, okay, it's cool. And when he listens again, he just learns the nigun. And then when he goes to some Farbergen, he knows the nigun because my versions. So it's also big shlichut. And I believe that this is the geula. When you take these niguns, the only songs of the rabbis and the admorim, and you take the guitar and all this style, and you make it together in combination, that's the redemption because it can touch in everyone.
Wow.
Chaim.
Okay, this is crazy. It's crazy. So if you can tell listeners, where can we find you? Want to find you?
Everywhere, Spotify, YouTube,
How can we reach you? If you
Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. If someone wants to see my status in WhatsApp, you can send me a message. אני מאוד פעיל. Every day I have lots of stories, status, and posts.
Entertaining.
How
can they reach you if they want events? Is there an email or a website or?
Yeah, they can send an email to Grossbergrock, Strudel. Strudel?
So is at?
No, it's at. Oh, maybe.
I think it's at like a
Okay.
like a.
No.
I think it's at. I'll put a link in the show notes.
Grossbergrock, gmail.com. You can send me messages also on Instagram, Facebook, and I see all the messages.
And then the handle's your name.
Yeah, Barak Grossberg.
We'll put the link in the show notes.
Yeah. Come to concerts. Follow the touring in America, in Europe, in Israel. Choose your date that you want to come. And if you have some events, some simcha that you want me to come,
Simcha.
we'll do it. Chaim. Thanks for hosting me.
For sure. It's the real treats.
Big התוועדות.
Do we maybe clip it for 770 also here? It's part of
I
the.
thought about it, but on the concert, so not so much time. But maybe I should do it tomorrow. So
Maybe you find a fupa or something.
Yeah. It's a good idea. We should do it.
Should you do a guitar and stick or should you do a small?
Yeah.
Do a guitar. Aye.
It's tuned, you think?
You tell me. I'm not sure it's tuned. You tell me if it's beginning with the tuned. On your side. So it's not electric, but just to get which song we're doing. Did I play any speakers? Did I play anything else, or did I play anything? Can you? Yeah, my phone. I'm saying. Could I
Tuno?
There's or Tuno or the song and the.
What do you mean?
There's a that to put the song of the. The song. Let's say.
Let me tune this. Maybe take a picture.
So your phone. It's your. How many phones do you have?
But wait, I will tune in. תעשו לך.
Say it.
So let's do the new Nigun with Simcha, the Nigun 770. We'll do it Ragil, and in the middle we'll add the lyrics that I wrote about.
So how do I do video? Not video.
So thanks, Ryan, for inviting me in this podcast. That Hashem will be released very soon. Let's do the new version of the Nigun that I post with Simcha Friedman, the 770 Nigun. Let's do it with we'll do it like the original Nigun, and we add the lyrics the second time.
Okay, go for it.
אל תירא, ישראל אל תירא, הקדוש ברוך הוא תמיד שומר עלינו. אל תירא, ישראל אל תירא, תחזיר קורבנות במהרה. אל תירא, ישראל אל תירא, הקדוש ברוך הוא תמיד שומר עלינו. אל תירא, עם ישראל אל תירא, בגאולה במהרה. Ay, 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 la, 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 Let's do לא מאוחר.
Oh. What will you use?
Maybe I will take like this.
Yeah. What? The video?
I mean video, but straight.
I'm check. Is it?
Baby, you know what I mean? Like this.
Oh, Kaka?
Yeah. Make a new one.
For shorts, can do mine.
Yeah, video. כל השנים.
Oh, it's a new tune, sing. It's also safe last year.
לא מאוחר. כל השנים, איך בנית חומות, רגשות חלוטים, עיניים היפות, כמה רגעים בשקט הזה, שיחזיר אותך לכל מה שכבר לא יהיה. ומדי זמן, ומדי קשה, להקשיב לעצמך בכל הרעש הזה. כל המסכים, נמצא את התשובה, הרכבת נופלת כמנה. סוף אתה תמצא את עצמך, זה הפעם, לא מאוחר. זו, הכל פה. להשתנות, ולהפריש שוב. פעם זה כואב, הלב שלך לא רוצה להתמודד, הלילות ארוכים, הולכים הימים, בסוף תבוא ההפריכה. יותר מדי זמן, יותר מדי קשה, להקשיב לעצמך בכל הרעש הזה, בכל המסכים, נמצא את התשובה, כי הרכבת עוד תגיע כתחנה, זה הפעם, לא מאוחר. להשתנות ולהתחיל שוב, להתחיל שוב. זה אף פעם לא מאוחר להשתנות ולהתחיל שוב, להתחיל שוב.
Yeah.
Big hit.
Wow. Do you know which ones are gonna take off? Like, אתה חשבת שזה יהיה כזה גדול?
האמת, חשבתי שזה יותר גדול. כשזה יצא, ידעתי שזה הולך להצליח. אני חושב, I think if Ish and Rigo or Kiva they sang this song, it was one of the big hits in Israel. It's a great song, Bosh. We'll do it bigger than like them. קרוב ממש.
Amen.
טוב, thank you very much.
Okay, thanks again for the...
Yeah.
We met a train in Israel.
Yeah, wow, crazy.
That's how, you learn here that when you help people, eventually Hashem sends back. I was looking for Chabad, that Barak on the train, he sent me, show me where to go. We spoke, got your number. We got the intro, the podcast. We got it because his friend is Ray Levi, sent me his number.
Yeah.
So if they know, it'd always be open to opportunities, open to brachas, open to,
Amen.
So yes, get Barak for your next event. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for listening to the Lechatchila Ayura podcast. Subscribe to us on YouTube and leave us a follow on Spotify. If you enjoyed this episode, please smash that like button and leave us a 5-star review.